Dope Thief Episode 6, Love Songs from Mars, extends the compounding frustrations and spiking cortisol levels left over from its unfocused and off-the-rails Episode 5. With just 2 episodes left of Dope Thief, I'm not exactly sure who or what I should be rooting for. The increasingly despicable Ray has long passed the point of redemption and Manny is sadly too erratic to take seriously. It's starting to feel like the show is throwing several lingering characters and half-baked storylines at the wall, still waiting to see what sticks. I know I am. Ray's ineptitude and selfishness have finally cost him dearly after his father Bart, played by Ving Rhames, is fatally shot at the end of Dope Thief Episode 6. If it weren't for a well-crafted and elaborate shootout scene at the end of the episode, I'm not sure if I could say anything worthwhile actually happened. Bart's house arrest ankle bracelet has a wire in it because of a deal he made with the DEA to betray his son. Despite this, Bart, son, and Manny all risk their lives to get Ray to the hospital just moments after he nearly takes his life. Dope Thief has lost its own plot in Episode 6. Dope Thief is severely regressing in its latter half. Brian Tyree Henry and Wagner Moura walking away from a fire in Dope Thief. It's evidently clear after 6 episodes that Dope Thief wants to put its viewers on edge, but to what effect, I'm no longer sure. Ray masterfully becomes more unlikable by the second. The entire episode exists inside the raw chaos of concern and panic from Ray's closest friends and family, who love him too much to admit they've had enough of him. I'm all for narrative chaos done well, it's part of what made The Bear so addicting. That chaos builds towards a shared dream between likable characters who have chemistry. It also expertly revealed backstory that helped explain character behaviors and dynamics, such as in the Emmy-winning episode, Fishes. The chaos in Dope Thief, however, just seems forced, senseless, and sad, starting from nowhere and going nowhere. After inserting the lawyer Michelle Taylor into the fold as Ray's random love interest, she's completely absent from Episode 6. Son brings his mother to Teresa's house to heal Ray's wounds after ducking him most of the season. Meanwhile, Manny's fiancée Sherry implausibly shows up at the worst possible time. Ray has silly morphine-induced hallucinations of Mina, of all people, and his ex-girlfriend Marletta, whose death is relentlessly reminded of without ever going too deep into her backstory. There are simply too many underdeveloped elements going on, which makes me feel like the show is not doing enough for its central story. At this point, Dope Thief has become more sloppy and convoluted than engaging and complex. The show is a long way from the promise of its first 2 episodes, which were filled with an intriguing Training Day level of grit and a near buddy comedy duo between Ray and Manny. I hope Dope Thief figures itself out in its last 2 episodes. Dope Thief needs to double down on Ray and Manny's dynamic. Manny sitting on his knees in Dope Thief. While Dope Thief Episode 6 felt more like filler than a thriller, I'm still rooting for Ray and Manny to compose themselves and face the music. I wish their DEA scam had taken up more screen time in the earlier episodes because it really is a strong premise for both the book and the series. In retrospect, Dope Thief may have been better off avoiding the side quests involving an insane clown militia, an angry Amish mob, and a needless romantic fling. Forging a stronger dynamic between Ray and Manny could have made the series truly great. Dope Thief didn't need to spend so much time with its side characters. Marin Ireland is great as Mina, but her character is so isolated and icy for someone who's essentially emerged as a series protagonist. The entire DEA investigation and agents are just not compelling. Also, whatever happened to the Whitey Bulger-sounding mob boss? It's about time he showed his face. If the point of Dope Thief is to feel pity for Manny and Ray, I'm not even sure it succeeds. Ray yelling at his father and blaming him for all his failures in life while bleeding in the car en route to the ER is more telling of Ray's narrow-mindedness than his victimhood. Ray always finds the right excuse, but I think he's officially out of them. As frustrating as Ray and Dope Thief can be, I'm hoping they can both tighten up and evolve as we near the season finale.